This is the best character you're not using in Naruto Storm Connections. Guys, absolutely amazing character. He is not what you would expect, and it is Hidan from the Akatsuki in Naruto Shippuden. I would also say Itachi's actually used a lot less as well as he was in past games, but these two complement each other really well, especially in a two-man team. So Hidan is actually a unique class in Storm games that didn't exist beforehand as much, and that is the tank class. So he absorbs a lot of damage. He has a level 7 defense and level 7 damage resistance. So he has a lot more health. He is like, if you see, I'm combining defense up pill on the left hand side with an attack down pill on the right hand side. And essentially what happens is when you combine those pills with his natural damage resistance and high level of defense, he can basically have an extra third health bar. Okay, so he basically has a third extra health bar because his health is so high and his defense is so high. So, what's he missing? He is missing a projectile, right? And he can do a lot of good things. And if you always pick a small map, he can really kind of min max and do the best that he can do here. This is so funny. Itachi's free to just do his cool ninja movement while Hidan does his soul hunt. It's really, really just super amounts of fun. People don't see it coming, even though quite a few people, almost 1,000 people, have seen my defense tier list video now, and the 20 strongest characters in Naruto Storm Connections, and the 10 weakest characters in Naruto Storm Connections video. A lot of people have seen that, but a lot of people still don't really understand or know the value of this and how powerful this is. So he is a heavyweight character just for this alone, and he is an S tier character just for this alone. You could debate it in the comments if you want, for sure, but I figured I'd just show you and kind of prove to you how much he can tank. So let's get into that. Like, let me show you here. So I have the Fireball Cartoon defense that I just love so much. It is not that effective anymore. It's kind of like an old style of doing things. Like, it is effective. It does work, but I mean, some of these new supports that are even old supports that they just overtuned, like BTS Shikamaru, he's just so much better. So you see there I have that defense where I just guard on the ground. The problem here is, right, if you bring out Itachi, I think he's a level 2 or level 3 defense, right? Or level 3 resistance. So it's a lot less, actually. So you can do stuff with Itachi, but you kind of want Hidan, something to always, you want to always be able to switch into Hidan, right? Or Hidan. And look at this. Like, it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Dude, I don't know. I just love it. I love that there are alternate playstyles in this game. People talk about the Storm 3 playstyle, when actually, I don't know why they do that when, yeah, it's actually a Storm 2 it's actually Generations or Storm 2 playstyle. Like, those games came before it, right? Generations had the substitution bars, and Storm 2 still had those two supports. So it just shows how, like, maybe I'm missing something, but it just shows how little knowledge people have actually of the of the history of Storm, right? They don't really understand a lot of the other games, and we just easily, well, we convincingly won there. That was a little close, but let's see what happens here. I'll try to point out the damage. So see there, even on that Naruto, who's like I think he's a level 4, which is pretty good. Look at this. Look at the damage. He was doing tons of damage, but it didn't take off that much. So he actually has more resistance, even if he's guarding, which is kind of crazy. So even there, the side jutsu, did you see that? It was almost like a shuriken worth of damage. I know his is a lower damaging jutsu as well with those birds, but it's a good way to balance it considering what it gives you with the range, the tracking, and everything. But look at this. My defense is up, and that air combo didn't do very much. Very nice fireball there to punish his counter. Man, I really love this team. I'm jamming with this team. I have a couple other videos with it, but these are ranked fights too. And I happened to go, I think I fought this guy 5 or 6 times just with these characters. And I was undefeated with him. I didn't lose once. I didn't leave once. Nothing like that. He has beat me in the past, I think once or twice, maybe 3 times. And I think now I've beat him something like 12 or 13 times. So I'm up a lot in our set. But let's see. This is a good example, right? Did you see the shuriken damage? That's crazy. It's kind of similar to the side damage. And the thing I like about it is you have to basically do taijutsu a lot. You can do his jutsu entries, but they don't work the same way in a spammy kind of way. Um, so here I got caught on Itachi, and I got quite a bit of damage. Look at that. Actually, that's not that bad. Okay, right here, I think I made a big mistake by by staying on Itachi here. I made a big mistake because now he's gonna punish me. Look at this. This was a really nice combo that he did on me. Um, but at the same time, it happened because I made a mistake. But watch, look at how much damage when I'm on Itachi. Look at that. Pretty much a whole health bar from when he started to when he finished. But now I'm gonna see if I can close out with Hidan. I may not be able to. I may have taken too much damage, right? By letting Itachi take that punish. So at the very least, what you want to do is when you get down to close to 0 substitution bars, you want to make sure you're on that character and whatever happens, happens and he can tank. But right now, the way that it is, yeah, that's leg there at the end, but that's fine. It didn't matter. I was dead anyways. So here we're gonna actually show you something interesting. Okay, we're on Itachi. He's switched. He knows he can go in. All right, so we finally got into Hidan. So let us see here. Perfect fireball there. Defense up. As you can see, we're tanking. It's a little difficult, I think, for people to understand that you need to be on that character. You need to manage your ninja tools with the defense up. Specifically, that's the most important, but the attack down works too really well. But look at that. Just patience, managing that pressure, and we're already digging into him. He has a really high attack output, which is really nice too. That wasn't nerfed. See, the Gara, I think it's the 5 Kage Summit Gara, he also has this defense. It's only these 2 characters that are at this level. But Kasame is just 1 tier down, and so are 4 or 5 other characters. Make sure to check out that list. But guys, look at that. Look at that. I'm still in the green. I tanked all that. And now I countered. Really nice stuff. And now he's attack down, which is super useful because that one's not as easy to get, I find, in the heat of battle. Really managing that pressure, really pushing him towards the boundaries. So he's definitely a heavyweight character, right? So if you look at my heavyweight or my power tier list, make sure to check that out to understand heavyweight, middleweight, and lightweight. I'm actually fighting a heavyweight team. Really, I am, which is insane because he's got 2 of the, especially the PTS Naruto and the PTS Shikamaru are definitely heavyweights, 2 of the best supports in the game, and they're just really good characters as well. More so, the Naruto's more of a main than the Shikamaru is, but Shikamaru can be a good main. So I'm walking, bunny hopping my way forward there. Look at that. I tank that damage. That's insane, dude. There was no damage. And I'm just cutting into him. So when I do get to attack, it's really good. But then see, look, I go to Itachi and I get destroyed. So I need to be careful here. But it was good times. I hope you guys learned something there. And I hope you find an alternate play style here in the fights that I've shown you. And I just hope that you really enjoy these videos. I hope they're making a difference. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these characters and this play style and the fact that other characters can tank more damage than others.